And hello and welcome back to the Somnium Files. Last time, I don't even know. Mind you, I would not mind if this takes a sort of sci-fi twisty route, but I just need to know. Because I can't just like keep jumping between possibilities of how this works in my head. Just be clear with me, game. Please just be clear with me. So I have been checking these generally over time, and it doesn't seem like they change even if they're active when I come here again, you know? Yeah, I don't think so. I don't think they change at all.
You're so cold, Mama.
Oh, maybe they do.
Hey, I'm over here.
Or maybe just another joke of the same nature. An identical joke of the same nature.
Well, I could use a little help down there, if you know what I mean.
No thanks.
I do not know what she means. Perhaps you should take her up on her offer.
You know exactly what she means, goddamn you.
Absolutely not.
Why did I even ask? Why are you always brushing it?
I find it calming.
Why is that?
Don't ask me.
You know about Renju and the Kumakura gang, right?
Yeah, I know. I heard it from his own mouth right here.
Do they have anything to do with the talent scandal at Lemniscate?
Maybe now they do, since Renju is the president of Lemniscate. But even before that, Renju and the Kumakuras go way back. All the way back to high school.
So something I'm keenly aware of. Okay.
Hey, Date. Have you ever seen a dead body?
Have we met before? So wait.
Hey, Date. Have you ever seen a dead body?
It's a familiar voice, but I don't know if it's something that I've heard in this yet. I remember Renji saying that to me after he and I went through a bottle.
You're a policeman.
Yeah?
I don't know what department, but I assume you aren't handing out traffic tickets. So, how about it?
I didn't answer. I turned the question around on him.
What about you?
Me? Well, yeah. Not just one. Countless bodies. When I was in high school, I had a pretty crazy job. You know the Kumakura gang? I was hooked up to one of their phone fraud scams. I just had to go collect the money from drop points and give it to the Kumakuras. It was an easy job. Eventually, I became friends with the higher-ups. They started taking me with them on jobs.
What jobs?
The target was always an elderly person from the country with no family. Elderly folk who owned a lot of land, you know? They live every day in loneliness and desperation. You just have to be nice to them. That's all it takes. Guys would get to know the old people and they would set up an adoption process. After that, you just have to get them really drunk, throw them in the tub full of hot water, and they pass. Just like that. Heart attack, brain hemorrhage, or they simply go to sleep and drown. The police almost never investigated.
Really?
It always looked natural, like they died of old age.
Huh.
So the adopted gang members would inherit the land.
So, is this something like maybe that, actually happened in Japan? I've certainly never heard of anything like that. That could be something common all across the world, conceptually, especially if police tend not to investigate that sort of thing in depth. Especially when there's no family members to, complain about it.
Then we sell it and make massive profits. I watched a lot of people get killed like that. And I've seen journalists get killed for getting too close to the truth. So I... Why am I telling you all this?
You're drunk. Probably.
Are you going to arrest me?
I took a sip from my glass. I didn't say anything for a while.
You didn't do it yourself, right?
No, I was always the lookout. But still... Date,
Tears fell to the counter, unending. He definitely seems to have regretted it. We didn't say another word until the ice in the glass had melted to nothing. Oh good, he regretted it. Or did he just regret it when he was, drunk? One of those sorts.
I don't have anything else for you.
So nothing, period.
Sorry, I'm not much help.
No, don't worry about it.
Can you come back again tonight? There's a regular here who is good friends with Ren. They should be here tonight. If you ask him, he might have some information for you.
Tonight?
Yes. I'll be waiting for you.
Well, it seems like my entire day is starting to get scheduled out between the date and that. Well, still absolutely nothing, and I expect absolutely nothing out of this as well. So, fantastic.
So Sejima is a key person of interest in this case.
Yeah, we didn't get anything else to pin on him either.
Earlier, the boss cited 3 points of suspicion against him, and I agree with her assessment. I checked the call logs of So's phones.
Phones?
Congressman Sejima has 1 phone under his name, and a burner phone rented under a fake name.
Did you find anything interesting?
Unfortunately, no.
Really?
But I do have something. I looked into So's secretary's phone. 1 call in particular stood out to me.
Huh?
It was 1 week ago. From Fuchu Prison.
Oh, that...
The caller identified themselves as inmate number 89.
Interesting. I forgot about that.
Number 89?
Yes. This is most likely the same person who called HQ.
I know who killed Shogun Adami.
Interesting. Okay. Okay. Certainly get behind that, premise.
When you crash, the first thing you hit is the dash.
No, you hit the...
Interesting.
You hit the wheel first. Come on. Keep up. Okay. Let's see. First of all, what's he in jail for? Let's get some context.
Murder.
Fantastic.
He is serving a life sentence for multiple counts.
Fantastic.
He was imprisoned 6 years ago.
Even more fantastic.
6 years ago?
You think it's the guy who killed, the boyfriend? What's his name?
Unknown.
Really?
You don't know?
He is not registered in any databases.
How do they have him in jail?
He could be a foreigner or recent immigrant, but it would be impossible to determine from where.
He's been in jail for 6 years, and they don't have any records on him.
However, I did not detect any accent in his speech. I believe we can conclude that he grew up in Japan.
Know anything else?
From what I can determine, he is an assassin.
Oh, okay.
He accepts jobs from the criminal underworld for substantial rewards.
Okay, so yeah, maybe the person who killed the boyfriend.
His code name is Falco.
Oh boy.
Falco?
Correct.
Should I remember that? I apparently remember that. Interesting. Okay.
Unknown. You would have to ask Mr. Sejima for that information.
Number 89 said he knew who killed Shoko.
He did. But that may be a lie.
Does he have any connections to the Cyclops serial killings?
Unknown.
Interesting. So yeah, my thought is that the boyfriend was the one, the serial killer. This is probably the gunman who went and shot both, Iris's mom as well as her former boyfriend. A thought on the matter would be that maybe the councilman was working with Shogo. Maybe it has nothing to do with actually killing her, and that's why someone 1 week ago, you know what? That would have been before the murder, wouldn't have it?
In all honesty, I have no idea.
Number 89.
Should we visit Fuchu Prison?
No, we don't have time. Call up boss. Tell her to request that number 89 be brought to ABIS.
Roger.
Okay. Probably should have handled that earlier in the day, but okay. Okay. Fantastic.
I heard there was no body found at the cold storage warehouse.
Yeah, I wonder.
Isn't your investigation over?
You know there was still someone killed. Oh my goodness.
Iba, look! A merman.
Really?
So is a wealthy politician. It is no surprise to me that he has a merman.
Oh, I forgot his name was So.
Wait, a merman?
Oh boy.
Oh, hey everybody! I'm a merman.
I heard a strange voice just now. Could it be a pond? And we just leave it there, okay.
Speaking of gardens, what kind do you prefer?
I like a well-manicured lawn. But some bushes aren't bad either. I mean, what?
Oh, I know what he's talking about. We want to go into more detail on that? Nope. How do you like your bush? You like it nice and round? Okay. So, why were you at the warehouse? Come on.
I told you I will not answer that question.
I don't remember asking that question, actually.
And why not? We didn't find anything there. There's nothing to hide.
It appears that he will not respond.
Oh well.
How many times do I have to tell you? I don't know that girl. I've never seen her before.
Liar.
Date.
We know he's...
I knew he was lying.
We knew that in the first place. Couldn't we have done this when we were talking to him in Investigation 2? I forgot about it.
This proves it.
I am having difficulty determining his motive for lying. After all, Iris was not killed.
Maybe he's got a secret with her he doesn't want us knowing. What are you hiding, So?
Especially in regards to knowing her. That's a good point. Why did he call her?
You are beginning to irritate me.
Thanks.
What did you want to talk to her about?
Love you too.
What is the private matter you mentioned? What is your relationship with her?
I'll answer your questions when you present a warrant.
Promise? Promise? Promise, promise, promise?
Number 89. Who is that?
An inmate at Fuchu Prison. He used to go by Falco. He was an assassin.
Odd, finding such a person in Japan. What about him?
Okay.
About a week ago, he called your secretary.
I don't know anything about that. He was probably calling for a pardon or some such nonsense. My secretary probably decided it wasn't worth my attention.
If you say so.
If you need information, you can ask her. I can't help
Sure, where's your secretary? Let's go talk to her. See how well she deals with pressure.
Haven't you people got enough? I'm very busy. Excuse me.
You don't look very busy.
Oh, actually, I do have one more thing to tell you. To be honest, Kaname Date, I don't like you.
Oh, I love you too.
I don't ever want to see you again.
Yeah.
So I suggest that you don't show your face here anymore.
That's not your choice.
It's what's best for both of us. Understand?
Is that a threat? So walked away sternly.
Who does this guy think he is?
Date, your blood pressure is skyrocketing.
I wonder why.
Any higher could kill you.
Really?
Relax, Date. We still have much to do.
I know.
Okay. Nothing out of that either. I guess we confirmed he's lying, but we probably should have checked that earlier anyways, so... Just ABIS with Iba. I need to talk to the boss. As I entered the room, the boss smiled, like she was waiting for me.
I took care of what you asked for.
Thank you.
Number 89?
He's here, in the interrogation room.
I'm on it.
You'll go without me this time. I have some errands to run. One of the higher-ups needs me. I'll have Pewter go to the interrogation with you.
Understood.
Don't we have other ABIS agents that might be able to help, you know? But I guess not. I thought he said there were 6 of them. Ooh. Will it end up being the guy? Will I remember him? Oh, it does look like him, doesn't it? It does look like him. Doesn't it?
Let's get started.
Ooh. I think I had this choice before. Well, okay. Nothing standing out. Don't you look confident? Yes, he does. How many people have you killed?
I don't know. It's not like I'm counting.
Okay. Where are you from?
Djibouti.
Northeast Africa, a small republic of roughly 900,000.
So...
I don't take kindly to stupid lies.
Yeah, I was about to say. Sounds like a lie. Oh, so basically, they have no record on him because he refuses to tell anyone about who he is. That's probably it, yeah? I'm gonna get the same sort of answer for his name.
Number 89.
Your real name.
I don't know, I forgot.
Yeah, there it is. Why did he call?
Oh, you know about that. It's true. I called Sejima's secretary. I got him on the line and I told him something very important.
You spoke with him directly?
Yeah.
Okay, what did he tell him?
I told him to call somebody.
Somebody.
I can't tell you anymore.
Why not?
All right. Let's get back to the topic at hand. 2 days ago, you called our investigation office. You said you know who killed Shoko Nadami.
That's right.
Who?
Hey, don't be so hasty. We haven't agreed on a deal. You're gonna let me out of prison, right?
Yes, I promise.
You're lying. You don't want to release me. That's fine. I was expecting this anyway. I just wanted a good excuse to leave the prison.
What do you mean?
You really want to know? Here's what I mean!
Is he? Oh, crap. Okay. You think he has no idea? Oh! That's... probably...
You'll make a good hostage for me.
fantastic.
Take me to the exit. Now.
Fan-fucking-tastic. Why did I bring my gun in with me? It feels like the proper procedure should be to lock the door and keep your... It seems like the proper procedure should be to keep the firearms well... Okay.
Oh, darn.
So have we
Are you kidding me?
have we done anything fucking positive in like the past 5 hours of this game?
A criminal serving a life sentence just escaped from Metro Police. I ordered everyone to keep quiet about this, but it's only a matter of time before the press sniffs this out. We need to get number 89 back before then.
Well, our responsibilities just went upwards. Hey, police officer, what's his name? Mario.
I want to go to Susukino.
What? Okay.
I want to knock you over the head with that snowboard right about now.
Come on.
Then allow me to say this. I will slalom away from that attack.
Not funny.
Okay, who are we blaming, by the way? Oh my goodness. Feels like I probably have used up most of them. Oh my fucking goodness. Where is my gun? Did he take it?
Number 89 still has it. But don't worry. I have a spare.
That's not
I'll
a...
give it to you later.
It's not a... How did he get away?
He punched out an officer and stole his clothes. He put on the uniform and brought me with him at gunpoint. Well, he had the gun in his pocket, hiding it. No one on the floor even knew this was happening. He got on the elevator and made it to the ground floor. He even stole my security card. He said he'd kill me if I tried anything. I suppose the whole escape took him about 5 minutes. He must have planned this.
You're rather calm about all this.
I'm coming down from being terrified for my life. I'm in a bit of a fugue state right now.
Yeah, I get it, but man... Come on, man. Why are we so dumb and incompetent?
How would I know? After he got to the exit, he let me go. I didn't see where he went. I collapsed right there.
Fantastic. Okay.
Spiking is an important part of volleyball. Spiking. Spike Chun?
What is that?
Spike chunks off. Okay, yeah. Fantastic. Oh my goodness, I have so much to apologize for. I'm sorry.
Boss, it's my fault he got away. I'm sorry.
Don't waste time apologizing. Go catch him. I'm the one who has to go on an apology tour now. You really messed up this time.
Like, common fucking sense. How did I, like, fucking enter the damn thing with my gun on me with someone we knew who is a fucking assassin? Am I so incompetent as a cop that I didn't even know that that's like, that should be, I think that should be at least common fucking sense, yeah?
Wait a minute. Did you let number 89 escape on purpose?
Wait,
so
what?
that you could catch the bigger fish?
Wait, what?
Yeah, boss. Exactly.
I was kidding.
Yeah, it sounded like a joke. Okay.
Date, I know you are already aware of this, but there are security cameras all over this compound. I checked all of them. Number 89 fled in a car that was waiting for him.
Waiting for him.
So he had an accomplice.
So,
Yes,
it had to be him.
Did you see who was driving?
I did.
Who was it?
You and I know him well.
And it's on camera, too.
Renju?
Fuck. I told Boston Peter what I revealed to me.
Renju?
Why?
Date, Moma is calling.
Moma, from the Kumakuras?
Fantastic. Okay.
I'll connect him.
What do you got?
Hey, Date. I just got the word. Renju's been seen.
What? Where?
Hey, don't forget our deal.
Deal? What deal?
You forgot already? I'm talking about Tessa.
Oh, right.
Remind me the fuck later, because this is way more, like, time critical.
I'll be waiting. You know what to do.
For fuck's
What
sake.
should we do?
We have no choice. We have to take her.
To MoMA?
Yes.
How do we keep fucking it up? I think bringing her to them is going to just make this even worse. Oh, I guess we know what we're doing for our date.
Oh my gosh! Late. You're late.
I'm going home.
Okay, yeah, that sounds incredibly soothing at the moment.
Never!
Try to stop
Have you
me.
forgotten the vows you exchanged?
Oh my
Are you
goodness.
drunk?
She might be.
No, of course not.
You're drunk.
I'm kid. I'm kidding!
You're not helping.
Can't believe I'm gonna shovel forge with you. I'm getting excited!
Stop.
We are not shovel forging.
I was talking about the date, silly.
What do you can? Are you going to take me shovel forging as the date? Also, if this doesn't end with these two shovel forging together, I feel like that should be just like the end credits scene.
Shovel Forge and a date are synonymous, apparently.
So where are we going?
I presume it's just. Oh my goodness. We're gonna go to find a dragon.
To meet the dragon.
The dragon? Like that dragon?
Yeah.
Oh, I get it. Like a fantasy world with swords and magic. And you're gonna teleport me there.
Sure.
Woohoo! I'm getting fired up!
Sure. This is. She didn't completely understand, but I didn't really have time to care. I took Iris to the Kumakuras. I am so irresponsible and dumb. I'm so irresponsible and dumb.
Ooh, look at the dragon! So cool!
Well, at least she.
So, this is a crime syndicate building, right?
Give or take, yes.
Yeah, the Kumakuras.
And you were trying to make me believe this was some kind of fantasy world?
I said nothing about Fantasy World. You said. I said dragon. You added in the rest.
No. That's what you thought.
Date lied to me!
Date, you bastard!
Oh, come on.
You made Tessa cry!
She's faking.
Mister, save me! Throw this man into Tokyo Bay!
He'll do it.
Got it! I'll have him sleeping with the fishes.
This is an interesting turn of events.
Oh my goodness, she could run the mob world.
Hardly believe it.
She could run the mob world. My goodness.
MoMA, I held up my end of the deal.
You sure did! You want to hear about Renju?
Mr. Okiura?
I guess it is relevant to you too.
Lanterns.
Yeah.
Hey, Iris. What do you think of when you see two lanterns pushed together?
Huh?
I mean, it kind of looks like something, right?
Not really.
No, really. Picture two lanterns pushed together, and you put your face between them. There's something that reminds you of?
Lanterns.
What, you mean boobs?
Damn it, MoMA! You're not supposed to say it.
Those don't look like boobs. I mean, there are other types of lanterns, I suppose.
Hey, Tessa! Let's have a party!
No thanks.
That's probably for the best.
How many cows did they kill for this?
It's a fake?
Yeah, why do I feel like that's probably not true? They should put in not a leather sofa, they should put in a, quote, a leather, end quote, sofa. Oh, this is different. Restaurants will take forever to fulfill your bottomless drink orders, so order them all up front. I guess that's gonna change each time.
Poor thing. What you did to that tiger is awful.
Oh, that's fake.
Yeah, I don't actually know about that. I don't. Okay, you have information I need, so let's talk to Iris first. Obviously. Sincerely apologize. Sure.
Sorry for bringing you here.
It's okay.
You don't have to be scared, Tessa. We're not thugs. We're just a gang.
Oh boy.
About as contradictory as meatless beef.
Well, that's a thing.
The old boss was really violent.
He would take a cheese grater to someone's leg if they looked at him funny.
But after I took over, we went crystal clean.
Really?
Crystal.
Methamphetamines.
No, we don't do drugs.
Well, you sort of walked into that one, my goodness.
We don't deal with that stuff. We had to restructure the whole operation. Cut a lot of people off.
Cut?
Their throats.
Damn.
No, not like that.
Oh boy. Oh boy, okay. Introduce.
Oh yeah, I haven't introduced this old man yet.
I'm 24.
You're really looking.
Muma is lying. He is at least 48.
Yeah, there we go.
Absolutely.
Sorry for not introducing myself. My name is Moma Kumakura. I work for a prestigious advertising agency.
You already...
You run the Kumakura gang, right? You're like a mob boss.
How did you know that?
Is he stupid?
Probably. Or maybe he just thinks way too little of, Iris ultimately.
MoMA may not look it, but he's a huge ASET fan.
Well, I mean, I don't know if I'm a huge fan.
Gambling.
Bet, debt, ASET!
Worries.
Forget, fret, ASET!
Now what does she say?
ASET, you bet!
Wow, my catchphrase! Thank you!
Yeah.
This is kind of embarrassing.
So none of his...
But sorry, Moma. I don't like gangsters.
And suddenly they stop being a gang.
I don't like gangsters either. Gangsters are awful. All those nasty Yakuza guys should drop dead, am I right?
Well, this is going swimmingly.
What happened to Mr. Okiura? I heard he escaped the hospital.
So did I. But I don't know anything more than that.
Wait, didn't you?
Please tell me?
I thought you said you knew more. His escape from the hospital is strange. 3 things stuck out to me. Oh, I guess about that specifically. I laid out the facts. Mizuki was lured to a place where Shoku's body was found by a message sent from Renju's phone. I found Iris' body in Okiura Fishery Cold Storage Warehouse. Earlier today, Renju fled with a prisoner escaping a life sentence, an assassin named Number 89. So it feels like there's just some massive conspiracy going on between Renju. Presumably from the same mob that Renju was a part of. Probably some sort of thing in the mob where it's like, you gotta go do it. I wouldn't be surprised if it was involved in that. My first instinct is that he was coerced by like the previous mob connections, right? Not just to help him, but to send out that text as well, that message, right?
Hold up. What were you saying about Tessa's dead body?
Oh, don't worry about it. It was just, really dead and frozen.
Oh, well...
Date saw a parallel world with my dead body in it.
A parallel world?
Never heard of it?
Oh, yeah, of course I have. Yeah, right. Parallel worlds and all that shit. Yeah.
Just common
I
knowledge.
don't understand it, but I suppose he does.
Sure he does.
Good, because I don't feel like explaining it.
But why would Mr. Okiura do that?
I don't know. He could be a hostage or an accomplice. Either way, I need to find him.
Okay. Well, that means you have information. Yeah, where are your goons? I was hoping we'd get embarrassed.
They're out.
I was hoping we'd get to embarrass you.
Besides, I can't have them here seeing me like this.
Good point.
True. True. You're not dumb. Well, you're not dumb. You're not dumb.
Why do you care?
The ring?
Can I have it?
What?
Can I have the ring?
Why would I give it to you?
Why not?
Hey, can I have the ring?
Oh boy.
Absolutely, of course you can. Here, take it. Wait, no. I can't give you this.
Oh, it must be important then.
You're so cheap.
Oh, come on.
Come on, it's not like you're losing it.
It's exactly like I'm losing it.
Aww.
Oh, these two.
You guys are a good team.
Yeah.
Like siblings.
Yeah. Oh, are you jealous? I think she might be a little jealous. Yeah, I was thinking like, yeah, Date got on her level really quickly.
You said on the phone that you saw Renju.
Yeah, I had all my people looking for him.
So, tell me where he is.
I could.
Hey, I held up my end. I brought Iris like you asked.
Date, come here.
Momo took me to the corner of the room. This is gonna go well.
Date, I don't quite know how to ask this, but... Can you ask Tessa if I can shake her hand, please?
Oh, that's it? Sure.
Broke our huddle. Headed back over.
Iris, could you do me a favor?
A favor?
He, wants to see your boobs.
What the fuck, dude? I didn't say that!
Oh, sorry.
I mean,
What I meant was, he wants to shake your hand.
boob hands. What's the difference?
Oh, a handshake. Sure. I would never show my boobs.
Okay. Took his hand, gently shook it.
Dante, this is the happiest day of my life. It feels good to be the boss.
So how about it?
All right, here it goes. Renju was seen in 2 places. First, Sunfish Pocket, the maid cafe. Second, Ikume Shrine.
Sunfish Pocket and Akume Shrine.
Got it, thanks.
No problem, bro. Really.
Is that everything? No, I don't want you to summarize. You summarize for me.
Anyway, Moma, take care of Iris for me.
What?
Should we?
What? Wait! You're leaving me here?
You'll be safe with him.
Probably.
Are you serious? Look at his face! Not to mention he runs a crime syndicate. What if he sells me to the highest bidder?
Tessa, I would never do that!
Of course, because he'd be the highest bidder.
I told you, we're clean now. We all go home on time, we follow government regulations.
See ya.
Wait! What about Shovel Forge?
God damn it, why do you keep asking? What do you do if you can follow government regulations now?
I told you I never promised to play with you.
But you promised me a date!
That's this, apparently.
Date, is this true? You son of a bitch.
Oh, for fuck's...
I'm gonna ignore that.
We certainly could.
Good idea.
Probably don't...
Date, you're gonna look for Mr. Okiura, right? Take me with you! If you do, I'll tell you about last night.
Really?
Her late night visitor.
Really?
Fine.
Yay!
Date, don't ignore me!
A clean gang?
That's what he said.
Oh, that's just a toy.
Oh, just a toy.
Let's leave them alone for a while.
We have 2 places to check. Sunfish Pocket and Ikume Shrine.
I want to go to the warehouse too, where you found my dead body.
Something bothering you?
No, I'm just curious.
That sounds like you.
Oh, and one more thing. Can we eat somewhere?
Food sounds good. I haven't eaten in a while.
Oh, my chest hurts. Getting hard to breathe.
Is he gonna pass out? You okay? You okay? Okay, well, whatever. Oh, let's check out the warehouse first. I am curious about what we could possibly stumble upon there.
I saw it. I'm sure. Your corpse, Iris. Right here.
But I'm here now.
True.
Maybe I'm a ghost.
You don't look like a floating sheet. You have legs.
But maybe they're not legs. Maybe they're my boobs.
Okay. Ignoring that. I tried to picture Iris breastfeeding down there like that. And then I decided not to.
Didn't you say that you saved me in your dream?
Well,
What did you mean by that?
I told you that I'm with an organization called ABIS, right?
Yeah, you told me 2 days ago.
We find clues in the minds of suspects and witnesses. We enter what we call a somnium, a dream world projected by their subconscious. That's what the entire organization is about.
How do you even do that?
We have a machine that we call the sync machine.
What is that?
It's a sync machine.
That's not an explanation. Tell me how it works.
Well,
you assume I know.
I can explain, but it will require a bit of background to understand.
Background?
Like, knowledge in actual physics and other stuff like that, I imagine.
So my corpse was on here?
Yeah.
That's what I said. Is there anything different? I guess my best chance is just insights from her.
Hey, get out of my house!
What?
What the hell?
I'm a poltergeist inside the circuit board.
What?
You said I was a ghost, right? Maybe I'm haunting the warehouse with spooky astral projections.
What are you talking about, Iris?
I don't know. Sometimes the jokes don't land.
Hi, I'm Jemimon!
What? I'm gonna pretend I didn't hear that. For all of our sanity.
That caramel over there looks so good!
Yeah, you're right. But if I tried to eat it in one bite, I'd break my jaw.
What are you talking about, Date? That's a cardboard box.
You started... Never mind.
Oh boy, they just fuck with each other. At this point. Well, okay. I think your only hope is any... Oh, I gotta explain all this shit. Okay. Wadjet is the thing that's important, right?
I guess not.
No, I know what it is. It's the core programming behind AI, right?
Really?
What's wrong?
What?
You're shivering.
It's nothing. Don't worry about it.
To borrow Pewter's explanation, with the advent of the Wadjet system, we can extract the data of the human psyche.
So the super duper obvious implication behind her getting all tensed up over bringing up an AI system would be, you know, that maybe she is, you know?
This data is sent to the brain, which achieves the sync.
Seems like contradictory to everything else, but you know.
I've heard of it. The blood-brain barrier, right? Inside the skull, there's an army of little teeny tiny soldiers that surround the brain. They protect the brain from bad stuff in the blood, right?
That's almost it, yeah.
The blood-brain barrier describes the architecture of the microvessels of the brain. It is a kind of shield that protects the brain. To get through, an object must be no larger than 0.4 nanometers. Objects too large to slip through the barrier cannot physically access the brain.
Okay. Which...
Nanotech? Yeah. Technology related to really small things. Like really teeny tiny things. And when they make a machine, they're called nanomachines. I heard they use them a lot for medical and tech fields. Some of the cutting-edge nanomachines can even go inside your body and cure illnesses. They can even cure cancer. And they go beep, beep, beep. That's what Mom said. Well, I don't know if it was like beep, beep or rrr. But anyway, nanotechnology costs tons of money. Only a few people can even afford it. My college professor said only the richest of the rich have nanotechnology. But he's pretty liberal, so...
I have a feeling he's probably not wrong.
Largely accurate. Nano is a prefix meaning 10 to the negative 9th power.
Yep.
A nanometer is therefore 0.0000000001 meters.
Yep.
The sync machine uses machines approximately 2.16 nanometers long. Viruses are on average 20 to 970 nanometers, so sync nanomachines are far smaller than that. This allows them to access neural circuitry.
Interesting.
During a sync, the nanomachines are used to write in the syncer's data.
Sure, okay.
Okay, you have the basics down. Let me explain how syncing works. Syncers like me equip the sync gear and use it to access the subject's brain. Inside the helmet are nanocables. And on the tip of each of these cables is a special nanomachine. But the machine can't reach the brain through blood alone. Do you know why?
The BBB soldiers say, "Go away," and push them back?
Well, yeah, kind of. But for the sync to work, we have to get the nanomachines into the brain itself. How do we do that?
Drill a hole in the skull?
No.
In Shovel Forge, you can use a pickaxe and...
Also no.
No, it has nothing to do with tools. We don't have to open a hole. Skulls already have holes in them. One of those holes is the optic canal, which is a nerve canal located behind the eyes. The nanocables of the sync gear go through your eyes, then go to the back of your eye socket, then through the optic canal to the sea.
I know nano, but man, that's I don't like things in my eye. I wear contacts and I say that. I don't like things in my eye. I can't deal with that well. I still wear contacts though.
The sea?
The sea of brain cells, anyway.
That sounds kind of romantic.
It's only a chunk of protein.
Not wrong about that.
Once the nanocables arrive at their destination, they can begin the sync process. They slide into the brain like roots of a tree. And on the tip of each cable, the nanomachine sends and receives data. This is controlled by the Wadjet system. And that's how the syncer and the subject exchange information.
Exchange?
Think of it this way. The human brain has a max capacity of one psyche, one consciousness.
Multiple instances of consciousness inside one brain can cause a total collapse of higher brain functions.
You know how a car only has one steering wheel? If there were two, there would be accidents all over the place.
Well, don't some planes have two control sticks?
You clever little...
Okay, maybe it wasn't the best metaphor. What I'm trying to say is that the human body can only hold one person. If you try to have two people inside one brain, it will break.
I see.
I guess it would be a better way to phrase it is, what if you had two different computers trying to control the basic functionality of the plane in question? Like, injecting fuel and stuff like that.
Because of this, the syncer's data goes inside the subject's brain. And the only thing inside the subject's mind at the time of the sync are their memories. Like a house with no one inside. We syncers break into the house, look for clues, and leave. All within 6 minutes.
There's a time limit?
Yes, or else the house will collapse on our heads.
The neural circuits would become too deeply entwined with one another. To put it simply, the syncer would be trapped inside the subject's house.
Okay.
Thank you for explaining it. I don't completely understand how sync works, but still.
Just don't tell anyone. This is extremely confidential.
It's okay, I won't. Date, tell me this. Who did you sync with yesterday?
Didn't I show you his picture? Congressman So Sejima.
So that's why you know so much about him.
But you've never met him, right?
I haven't, I swear.
Why are you so curious? Do you know about my eye? You probably don't technically know about Iba.
Hey, Date. You saw my corpse here, right?
I did. I'm sure of it.
And in So's dream, you saved me from getting killed.
Yeah.
And then somehow, I resurrected.
Yeah.
Date, that means you're... Achoo!
Date, is the cold too much for Iris?
Yeah, I'm freezing too. Iris, let's get out of here for now.
Roger that!
And what was your thought? No, let me know what you were thinking. It's probably relevant just because you cut it off. Fine, let's go eat. Let's see if we can get more out of her.
I'm so hungry.
Tessa? Why are you here?
Oh.
I told Date I was hungry, so...
I've always wanted to eat here.
Always. Forever.
I'll have my usual, Ota.
Yes, right away.
Oda flew into the kitchen. How nice. Iris watched him and go and took. Iris watched him go and took a scene. Where's the shiny knife? Oh, is the package still out here? No. Lucky cats though.
Meow.
Huh?
What are you doing?
Oh, you don't know? It's good luck to imitate a cat in front of one of these.
Really?
Meow? Guess I'll have good luck.
Here's hoping. Maybe that's the thing that'll change the entire story. Here, let's check real quick. Is there a deviation? Am I on? No, not yet at least. Well, that's a concern. You know what? That's a concerning photo right there, isn't it? It looks like she's being kidnapped.
Hey, Date. I've got this video of girls in bikinis washing this armored car. Wanna watch?
Absolutely not.
Why would you offer then? Iris is here even.
Oh, that's Hayashi Samba's Hayashi Vangole.
Who?
Word soup there a little bit, I gotta be honest. Okay, sure. It's probably the joke.
Date, you're drooling.
Oh, I'm just really hungry.
Really? The hungriest.
Salt, pepper, a blend of red cayenne and spices, and an unidentified liquid.
Mayumi's juice with mold.
That sounds horrible. Oh, the year is wrong on the calendar. Interesting. I did have that speculation about her.
Hey, what has two hands on its face?
A mom playing peekaboo.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh. I hope you knew the answer and you just fucked with him. I do hope so. Where is your mom? The one I think has memory problems?
She's in the living room. I think she's watching TV.
How about you? What are you doing here?
I was just doing some meditation, lying on the ground.
He means sleeping.
Yep.
Date, why are you with Tessa?
A date, apparently.
We are
Not Shovel Forge.
on a date.
Oh, a date.
Ta-ta-ta. Ta-ta-ta.
A date?
Ha ha ha.
I'm on an investigation, and she wouldn't let me go.
Date, I have some delicious fugu eggs. I promise they're not poisoned. Would you like some?
No thanks. I'm fine.
We probably shouldn't have told him that in the middle of him preparing food. I'm just gonna know. You're good at cooking, eh?
Yeah. My dad taught me when I was little.
You're making me something too, right?
Sure. My treat, Date. You're still looking for him? Well, like I told you before, I don't know.
Yeah, it seems like things have gone spectacularly in all accounts.
Ring ring. Who's on the phone?
Who cares?
Wow, that's... Have you ever not? That's like the most dismissive of a joke you've ever been. My oh my. What is your usual?
Omelet rice. Ota's omelet rice is so good it gives me stomach cramps.
Is that a compliment?
You're embarrassing me.
Yeah, compliments are...
Well, Ota appears to have taken it as a compliment.
Well, yes, but it also could be embarrassing as a not compliment. So, yeah. So you have been here before, though?
Yeah, I have.
Have you met Ota's mother, Mayumi?
Yeah, but I don't think she likes me.
Oh, it's true.
That's not true. Mom is just jealous of how pretty you are, Tessa.
So true.
Not very reassuring.
Hmm.
Whether out of jealousy or otherwise, she still doesn't like Iris.
That's fine. Not everyone is.
Iris, about your coming back to life.
Hold it! What do you mean coming back to life?
No. We don't need to explain this multiple times. Okay, explained.
Date jumped into a parallel world where I'm still alive.
Tessa died?
Yep.
Wow, okay. Okay.
Hey, can you tell me about this parallel world idea in more detail?
Oh, sure. How should I explain this? Well, Oh, I know. Let's play rock, paper, scissors.
Rock, paper, scissors?
Are we gonna...
Yeah. If we tie, nothing happens.
Is this... You're gonna talk about Schrodinger's cat, right?
We just shake hands. If I win, you have to give me something.
What if I win?
I'll do anything.
Anything?
Mm-hmm. Anything.
Date, your heart rate is rapidly increasing.
So it seems.
Why exactly is that?
I wonder.
All right, let's do this.
Oh, God.
Okay, let's go.
Oh, no.
1, 2, 3, shoot.
Do I get to pick? Shit. What would be the best? What would be the best? Rock, I don't know.
Shoot.
Damn it!
A tie.
The most boring result. Well, we agreed on the rules.
No, let's keep going.
Shake hands.
No, let's just keep going.
Shaky. We just played rock, paper, scissors, right? We tied and shook hands. But in a different timeline, maybe I got a reward from you. Or maybe
This in a different timeline where I restart the...
you could have seen me naked or something.
Why did I choose rock?
I didn't save!
What exactly were you going to make her do?
So those timelines are what I'd call a parallel world.
So you think I jumped from a world in which you were dead to this one where you're alive?
That's what I think.
Huh. Parallel world, huh? I can't believe it, but...
Sure you can. Parallel worlds exist. Do you know about the Mandela effect? Or the Booba Kiki effect? Or the 100 million balls? If I explained that, would you believe me?
Sounds really interesting, Tessa.
I think she's just, like, explaining thought experiments at this point.
I know some urban legends like that. The spatial temporal man, and the lost friend, and the story of two sisters.
I've heard people talking about it. Oh. Here, let's save. Give me a sec. So I can jump to just any part of it? Ooh, okay. Okay. Yes, I can. Okay, let's get back there. See what happens. Okay, let's try a different one. Scissors. Wait, no, she picked rock.
Shoot!
Is it gonna be the same? Yes, it is.
Yay! I won!
Oh, no. You see, this looks like scissors, but it's actually paper.
That doesn't make any sense.
But it makes perfect sense.
Why did I throw out scissors? Why?
Why did I? I don't...
You're really not taking this well.
Do I have something against paper? I didn't even think about which one was gonna win. I was just picking a different one.
I don't have any money.
I don't want money. Instead,
Yeah.
can you pet my head and say Iris is a cutie cutie? The cutest person in the whole wide world? A cutie angel?
Fine. Iris is a cutie.
No. Put your heart into it.
Iris is a cutie, the cutest person in the whole wide world, a cutie angel.
I repeated the whole thing while petting Iris on the head.
We just played rock, paper, scissors, right?
And that's when we die. And that's when I go and die. Okay, paper, go.
Shoot!
What is he gonna do? Is he gonna celebrate?
Fuck! Yeah!
Date, calm down. You're going to pop a blood vessel.
Alright, do I have any left?
Oh, I lost. But I made a promise. What do you want me to do?
If it's no trouble, I want to see your...
See what?
Let me see.
I will kill you if you say it.
Seal. I meant seal.
Seal?
Not the smoothest recovery.
Oh, I get it. You want to see me imitate a seal.
No, Iris, please.
Okay, well, here it goes, I guess. Nom 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 nom.
Tessa, what are you doing?
I don't know.
We just played rock, paper, scissors, right? You won, and you made me be a seal for some reason.
Life doesn't make sense anymore.
But in a different time.
My goodness, there's like 20 of these. I don't think I've ever heard of Booba Kiki, or a lot of these, honestly.
Date, look at this picture.
Huh.
There's a famous experiment regarding this picture. You show this image to people around the world and ask a question.
Is it about, like, feminine and masculine association? Because that sounds familiar. It actually looks familiar.
Which one is Booba and which one is Kiki?
So which one are you associating as a female? It's like some sort of thought experiments on how you associate names and association and all that sort of stuff with colors, shapes, and names and stuff like that, yeah?
Believe it or not, 98% of people asked have the same answer.
Well, Booba has a very roundish sound to it. So I give it to the top one, and Kiki's has a much more sharp sound to it, like Kiki versus Booba. So I'd give that to the louder color versus the calmer color, with the sharper shapes versus the rounder shapes. So I think there's a pretty easy way to explain that.
The rounder one is Booba, and the jagged one is Kiki. Isn't that weird? In other words, everyone thinks that Booba is a certain way, and Kiki is the other. It applies universally across languages and cultures. It's like something ingrained inside all humans.
Well, I don't think it's... Okay, sure. I think it's fairly easy to explain, but okay.
Like worshipping the sun and the sea. Or thinking that the mother is soft and the father is jagged.
What?
Regardless of your culture or background, you probably think this way. It's what Jung called the collective unconscious. There exists a second psychic system of a collective universal and impersonal nature, which is identical in all individuals. That's what Jung said about it.
Yeah.
Think of it like bamboo. Bamboo stalks look like individual plants since they're separated. But underground, they're all connected. Human psyches might be like that too, connected at a subconscious level.
Well, That I could probably get behind based on how much this has been, especially the dream at the beginning. I could definitely get behind the concept, but yeah, this is just, despite there being notable sci-fi elements, it has felt like this has been fairly grounded logically, and it's starting to get away from that.
That's...
The parallel world?
Yeah! You saved me in the dream, right? And dreams are all about our subconscious minds. So if you follow the roots...
You get to another bamboo stalk.
Yeah, something like that.
So is the premise going to be something more along the lines of the subconscious minds are connected and entangled in a way that can overcome time and space as well? Where I subconsciously hint that she should act in a specific way, or someone else, like So, acted in a specific way that it resulted in her not dying, or something like that. Maybe like I put in the idea failure into the head of whoever actually killed her, so they didn't go ahead with it or something like that.
This world is full of really interesting stuff. But you know the most interesting thing of all?
No.
No, what?
That humans exist at all.
The universe developed in a very particular way to get here. If things were even slightly different, well, the galaxies and solar system and all of that might not have existed at all.
While you are right, I think that's a problem. I think that's not necessarily the best way to see it. It's sort of like stories. You know how it always seems like the stories are about the people who have great powers and stuff like that, and they're always so gifted and special and stuff like that? The thing is like, they're not gifted and special because they're the protagonist. They're the protagonist because they're special and gifted, right? That's the point. You're looking at it in a way where it's like, well, we're lucky to this for this to have existed at all, that we're around here at all. But alternatively, you can think of it this way. The universe is so big that all those things coming together in the right way was bound to happen at some point, right? So maybe we're the only life in the universe. Maybe. But the fact that we're here experiencing life might be just because it happened to be the only thing that is alive, right? It is the only life out there. So it's not like we can pick and choose from all these places that don't have life. We're the special ones, and we see it from our perspective because we have this existence that a lot of places out there won't. Sorry, does that make sense? I probably wasn't extremely clear about that.
And that means humans would never be born. And even if everything happened exactly like that, the probability of human life developing is extremely low. And yet, here we are.
Okay.
Imagine a box full of ping pong balls, labeled 1 to 100 million. Would you be able to pick out the one?
Not likely.
Wait. Did I ask 100 million? Yeah, I did ask that before.
But what if there were 100 million of you?
Well, then one of us would definitely pick up the one.
Exactly! The birth of humanity is so improbable that it's basically a miracle. But if there were multiple universes...
Then it wouldn't be strange that at least one of them had humans in it.
She is describing the anthropic principle. I may have underestimated her intelligence.
I think she's just read a lot about this. Or it's the writer using her as a vessel for his explanation as to why there are parallel universes in this.
Do you know Nelson Mandela?
Vaguely.
Well, yeah. The former president of South Africa. He helped abolish apartheid.
Yeah, that's about the extent of it.
He died in 2013, but a strange thing happened. When the news broke, people all over the world thought, didn't Mandela die in prison in 1980? That's the Mandela effect. It's when your memory and history have discrepancies. There are lots of examples. Like the name of this kid's book with the bears having different spellings. Or people remembering that Kennedy was assassinated in a 4-seat car. But in our world, he was in a 6-seat car.
Huh. I thought it was a four-seater too.
Or that electric mouse from that video game. You probably remember the tip of its tail being black.
Nope.
It wasn't?
Nope, it's all yellow. And the design didn't change.
Oh.
Lines from movies, company logos, historical events, and little things. The Mandela effect is everywhere. Why do you think that is?
It's not.
Because those memories are from parallel worlds?
It's not because of that, but they're basically just throwing up. They're throwing everything at the wall and saying, hey, let's just explain all of these by parallel universes. The real reason that sort of thing happens is because people insert certain assumptions into their memories. They fill in the blanks, basically.
That would explain it, I guess.
And while you may say, hey, Echo, sure, people make assumptions, but why would they all make the same assumption? I would say, one, if it's a parallel universe thing, we wouldn't just have one other thing that's like really popular. Two, probably because people tend to make a lot of the same assumptions. It's why like racism is a thing and whatnot. Humanity itself works on a lot of really quick abilities to basically make giant assumptions and logical leaps in order to make decisions quickly. It's a survival instinct, essentially. I'm forgetting what the name of that is, but you know. It's probably because a lot of us tend to make the same sorts of assumptions, and three, that's probably amplified by the idea that people tend to look at things the same way and are exposed to a lot of the same media, like the Kennedy assassination. Chances are, if you've seen it, you've seen the exact same footage as everyone else. So whatever random little tidbit in your knowledge is there, and the blanks are probably very similar, because people think about things in the same way, in a lot of ways, especially with such limited information on it. That's my opinion on it, at least. It's not parallel worlds, but I see what they're doing. Alright, now his stuff. Lost friend.
There's this kid, A. He's in elementary school. Well, A had this close friend named Suzuki. One day, after school, they're walking home together. A turns around to tell Suzuki a joke, and Suzuki is laughing his butt off. And he's laughing and laughing, and he laughs so hard that his eyes fall out of their sockets.
Huh?
What?
Well, they were hanging down out of his eye sockets. The nerves were still connected, but... A is of course in shock and doesn't know what to do. Suzuki just takes his eyeballs and jams them back into his eye sockets and keeps walking like nothing happened.
This sounds unsanitary.
So A asks him about it. Like, hey, are you okay? Your eyes fell out. A is really concerned for his friend, you know? But Suzuki just says, yeah, I'm fine. He doesn't say anything about it. And by now, A is really curious. But he's not getting any answers. So they just part ways and go home. The story only gets weirder from here. The next day, A goes to school, and Suzuki's not there. A is confused and asks his teacher about it. Hey, where's Suzuki today? And the teacher says, Suzuki? Who's that? There's no Suzuki in this class. A says, what are you talking about? And he goes and asks all of his classmates about Suzuki. They all say the same thing. I don't know him. There's no Suzuki in this class.
So that kid must have jumped into a parallel world without Suzuki.
No, I think that's just a horror story.
That's what I think.
That's, like, the weirdest one.
Couldn't Suzuki just be an imaginary friend or something?
Or it just sounds like a horror story. And he was never real. And he never learned anything about his eyes. The biggest horror of all. Never being able to learn the truth. No!
No, A was really serious about remembering Suzuki.
It is weird. And there's no way you can pop your eyeballs back in like that.
Well, not necessarily. There's such a thing as a dislocated eye. It actually isn't too hard to put your eye back in if it falls out.
Ota is correct. Dislocated eyes are easy to replace in their sockets. As long as none of the nerves or blood vessels were damaged, there are usually no lasting negative effects either.
How about short term?
But that doesn't prove this Suzuki exists.
Well, I guess not, but...
Summarize for me. I should probably go through the other ones, too. Yeah, I guess it's saying, like, hey, you've listened to 4 of the 6. You're okay now. 2 sisters.
So, there's this girl. Let's call her B. She's practicing piano in her room. And her little sister is watching TV in the same room. B asks her to turn the TV volume down so she can hear her piano playing, you know? So B goes back to practicing, playing a little bit. But her sister doesn't turn the volume down. She's not listening at all. So B turns around to scold her. She was really gonna let her sister have it. But she's gone. She's nowhere to be seen. She thinks, I wonder where she went. But then B hears her sister at the door. I'm home. B runs to the front door and sees her sister and her parents standing there. So B asks, when did you go outside? But her mom says, what are you talking about? She went shopping with me. B is really confused by all of this, of course. She asks her little sister about it, and she learns that her favorite TV show was on. And before she went shopping with her mom, she was deciding whether or not she wanted to stay and watch it or not.
So depending on her decision, a parallel world was made.
Yeah. What B saw might have been from the world where her sister stayed behind.
Also, again, sounding like a horror story.
I know a ton of stories like this. Like being suddenly transported 1 year into the future, and there's a missing persons report out for you. You look down at your phone, but you realize that it's not yours. It's not the one you remember having. You look through the contacts, and it's filled with names you don't recognize.
Sounds scary.
There's more, too. Like this town where everyone is Japanese, but they're speaking a completely different language. And all the signs and magazines and stuff have different letters. And it's not like Korea or China. It's the Japan we know, but the language is different.
That's a prime example of a parallel world.
It's just a... Why am I'm spending so much time with this with these kids too? Oh my.
Yeah, it's sort of like a common experience. A lot of people have experienced waking up in an uninhabited world they've never seen before. And most of them describe seeing the same person. The spatial temporal man. He's supposed to be an ordinary old man wearing work clothes. The spatial temporal man guides people back to the real world. He tells them, this world is not for you, or something.
I'd like to meet him someday.
That almost sounds like people that are, that die. That sounds like people that die, right? No? People that die and then think that they're, like, seeing heaven, if just because their brain is processing what they, like, expect, like, really quick before they die or something like that, and then they come back? An old man that brings you back from the... I'm just saying.
So, this elementary school kid, let's call him C. He goes to school and there's a bunch of things on the floor. Postcards, towels, a coffee cup, rice bowls, a sink, lots of stuff. But C realized that those were all things from his own house.
How did they get to the classroom?
No one knows. It's not like anyone did it on purpose or there was a thief or anything.
Maybe something happened that made two parallel worlds fuse.
Yeah, maybe.
Okay. Your thought experiments were interesting. Yours were just sort of weird, like, horror stories. Like the sort of stories you, like, tell, like, around a campfire. That sort of thing.
When did you two get so knowledgeable?
Oh, I don't know.
Tessa is always writing about this stuff on the internet. That's why I decided to research it too. That's how I learned all this stuff. Oh, hey, I know about conspiracies and secret societies too. I find that stuff fascinating. If you want, we could talk about those.
Maybe next time.
Yeah, this is starting to sound like conspiracy theory, sort of. progression of a conversation.
Where's that omelet rice?
You forget to cook?
Done.
Would have brought the dish over. You lighted out the omelet rice in front of me and Iris. Iris grabbed her spoon with a huge smile on her face.
Bon appetit!
She picked up a spoonful, and this feels like something bad's about to happen. No, actually, she tried to pick up a spoonful. That can't be good. You okay?
Tessa, are you okay?
I'm fine. My hand slipped. Let's eat.
Huh. Her mother lost her movements, presumably because... because of the gunshot, right?
Ah! Thanks for the food!
Iris was totally re-energized. Her face was back to her usual easy smile.
That was good. Ota, your omelet rice is seriously the best.
Yeah, it was actually really good.
Aw, thanks. I owe it to my dad. He taught me well.
I paid for the food and stood to go.
Let's get going, Iris.
Thanks again!
Thank you! Come back soon!
You know, I was assuming that her mother's hand had locked up because of the injury. And it sort of looked like it, given the, surgery she seemed to have on it. But maybe it was some sort of disease. I saw a familiar face as I entered. It was Mizuki. Iris and I sat at Mizuki's table. Why don't we just eat here?
Wow, this is surprising. What's going on here? Why are you two together?
Wait, don't you have to spend a bunch of money here in order? I guess you're his daughter. Did he, like, give you one for free?
Oh, well, it's...
Why do you also seem mad that we're together?
Forget it. Thanks for letting me stay last night.
Oh, no trouble at all. Anytime. You could even live with me if you want.
That's a great idea.
Oh, okay.
The roommate I have right now really sucks.
Well, thanks.
This girl.
Okay, X-ray. First thing.
Those are some nice hip bones.
Oh, how far can I take this time?
The more I look, the better it gets.
Oh my goodness. This is the dumbest shit and it's the best shit at the same time.
Wow, those are some gorgeous hips.
Oh, I said it out.
My hips?
Oops, I said that out loud.
Okay,
You are now officially a creep.
well. You let me do it. You keep letting me do it. You didn't even tell me to stop. I'm just saying, she's got fantastic hips. That's a really nice pelvis. Okay, let's just ignore these two for now. Was he here?
I've heard that Renji was sighted here.
When do you mean?
When? I got the info a few minutes ago, but I don't know when he was seen.
Oh.
Ringing any bells?
Well, he hasn't come by today, but yesterday.
Yesterday? But I was here yesterday.
Late yesterday?
It was after that. After you and Ota left.
Why didn't you tell me sooner?
She couldn't contact me for one.
You didn't ask.
and I don't have any way to contact you.
Damn it.
I'm an idiot. Shocking.
We just missed him.
Shocking, shocking, shocking. My goodness. Okay, let's make ourselves feel a little bit better. What do you like in men?
Well, a triple wart sea devil or an Anacanthus barbatus.
That's a mouthful.
Oh, she is committed. What was he doing here?
He was looking for Iris. He was asking everyone where she was.
Really?
Looking for me?
You sound surprised by that. Is this unrelated to what happened last night, then? Then again, that was the night...
Yeah.
Did he give a reason?
That would have been the night before, technically, actually, right? Man, it's... I'm starting to have a hard time keeping track of what days have happened.
No, not in particular.
Iris, can you think of why he would be looking for you?
No, not at all.
Mizuki?
I don't know either.
Okay.
Anything else? Well, he did seem really sick. He was pale and sweating a lot.
Must have been because of the accident.
Yeah, makes sense.
Perhaps.
Makes sense, at least. Seems consistent about your relationship with Mizuki. I mean, it's sort of obvious.
Mizuki comes here a lot. She's really friendly with everyone.
I like it here. Everyone treats me nice.
Is it because you're the daughter of the owner?
No, it's not like that.
We're BFFs.
It probably started as that, at least.
She wields extraordinary power with that trident.
Isn't that a high-level one?
The Okiura family is really something else.
Hard to deny. Hard to deny. Can't look at that individually. He looks bored on the outside, but I bet he's nervous as hell. I understand, man. I do. You're just waiting for the right time. Sure, buddy. Sure. That's the problem. Yeah, cool, but on the inside.
Eating sushi off a naked woman for 780 yen?
Wait, what? Let's go. We're going. I've made up my mind and my heart.
Oh, that sign is wrong. Someone added letters. It's supposed to say Nita Yamori, boiled newt.
Damn it! I was...
Oh, boiled nude, 780 yen.
Honestly, that's almost as intriguing as body sushi. No, it's not. No, it's not. Don't lie to yourself to make you feel better.
Sunfish pocket riddle time!
Wait, what?
There was a kid playing hide and seek who hid in a barrel. But he was found right away. Why? Well...
Is it an actual riddle, or is it another, like, fuck you riddle?
There was obviously a hole in the barrel.
Oh, I see. I got it. Because there was a hole in the barrel.
Correct! Wow, that was amazing! Date, you're a genius!
Yeah, I am pretty amazing, aren't I?
Well, I'm nothing special.
Damn you.
Thanks, Iva. Oh my goodness.
Mr. Okiura helped me when I was just starting out. You know how my mom is single? He really supported her. He even changed my diaper when I was a little baby. I got hired by Lemniscate all because of him.
Iris used to stream all her own content. Like singing and dancing and gaming and stuff. But before we knew it, she went viral.
Right, I heard about that. That's how she started getting offers, right? But because Iris's mom knows Renju, she decided to go with Lemniscate.
But there's more to it than that. There are other reasons. Daddy was totally taken in by her talent.
Her talent?
Dancing, really. Her dancing is what got her into Lemniscate. He knew ever since she was young that she would be talented. He didn't want any other agencies to have her.
I didn't know that.
Daddy's not the
type to give compliments.
This is kind of embarrassing. I didn't know he thought of me that way.
That seems like that would be generally good information to have as talent for a talent agency. You do like dancing. That's what I heard about from your mother.
More than sleeping and eating? Well, maybe about the same as eating.
Anyway, I've always loved moving my body, ever since I was a little girl.
And you're fast, too.
Yeah, I did a lot of track meets.
Were you always the anchor?
That's amazing.
Hey, want to hear something cool?
Sure.
Iris is the goddess of rainbows in Greek mythology. She's the messenger of the gods. She's really fast. Rainbows being so fast to disappear was the source of the legend.
Makes sense.
You're as fast as your namesake then.
You want to race?
Sure, when we get the chance.
Yeah, but, you know, I'll use my car. Dance? Sure, why not?
Right here?
Oh, I want to see too.
Me too.
I would also like to see that.
What are you?
I don't know.
Come on, just show us.
But...
All right, I'll go set up.
Wait, set up, what do you need to... You know what's fantastic? Having others around to peer pressure her into doing stuff without needing to get blackmailed in order to get her to do it.
Wait!
Mermaid didn't listen, hurried off?
Jeez. Fine, if you insist.
Yay! Iris, we're ready.
Oh my goodness, this might be just the...
All right, world, get ready. See my dance. Invincible Rainbow Arrow. Hit it.
Is this the one that she did on the... Yeah, I think this is the one she did for the, stream before.
Teacups that are flying, on maps mystifying. You'll think that I'm lying. This old tale of mine, a journey through time. A permanent fire, cold frost on the pyre. Fruit never expires. You've seen in your eyes. You've seen in your mind. While the old bow their heads, while the blind meet the blind, the marble loses shine. The eye clouds by design, but we know in our soul the one hope, the one truth, that if we believe we can make miracles. Even with the devils of time against you, never let the fire fade in you. See the golden goddess with wings of rainbows set sail through the night sky to embrace you. Resist, allow your heart to take you. Never let the merciless world erase you. Passing down the light of the torch to guide you, and you shall be bathed in light. Tessa, you're the best!
I was expecting something a bit more full body, right?
That song. Mr. Okira wrote the music, and I wrote the lyrics.
Huh. Okay. Huh. No, I was expecting something a bit more full body range, but, you know, it is what it is. For someone that's so active and whatnot, I'm not saying it's bad. But it's really moments like these that remind me that I'm out looking for an assassin. It really is moments like these that remind me. I gotta be honest, I like this game, and I like it quite a bit, but there are just some times where the tone is so all over the place that I feel like I'm in a fever dream.
So it holds a special place in my heart.
That's right. I forgot he wrote music.
Yeah, he's really talented. I look up to him. He's done so much for me. I know I can rely on him more than anyone else.
So did they, like, dub that song in both Japanese and English? It sort of sounded like there was a few spots that were a bit forced in there lyrically, but you know. Okay. Do you know the mermaid too?
She's my friend from back when I worked here. We would hang out outside of work, too.
We'd go to haunted places and UFO sightings and stuff.
Blow those boys away!
Blow those boys away!
Wait, what?
Yeah, blow those boys!
Wait, no.
Mizuki,
She is 12.
you really shouldn't say that.
Does she not understand? Oh, she's not a chair. She's not a chair, probably. I want to save that for the end. What about Renju? Have you heard? I assume you've heard at this point.
The police asked me a bunch of questions. But I don't know where he is.
That's fair. So what are you doing here?
What are you gonna do, scold me or something?
Oh my goodness.
Why do you care what I do?
Why are you so angry?
Good question.
I'm not angry. In fact, I'm feeling good.
Really?
Excuse me.
The mermaid took me to the corner of the store.
Mizuki was crying earlier.
Crying?
Yes. We were trying to cheer her up. What happened to her mom was... And we thought she was having a hard time. She must have come here looking for company. That's probably why she stayed with Iris last night. She didn't want to be alone.
Shoko's body is still under the jurisdiction of the police. There has not been a ceremony, nor has the body been cremated. The culprit has not been caught, and we cannot locate Renju. And on top of that, her roommate has abandoned her.
I have been busy, though it does seem like I've went home to sleep at the very least.
I did not abandon her.
In any case, there are many ways you could calm Mizuki down.
Mizuki is just trying to act strong. Please, try to understand.
Fair enough. Should I, like, prop up her strongness?
Why are you asking me about that?
The fishery.
I was just curious.
You know anything about it?
That company was made by my grandpa. But Daddy has nothing to do with it. I don't know anything about the warehouse.
I believe that. Apparently there's more, though.
I thought I told you this already.
I just...
Don't ask me the same questions over and over.
Date, look.
The game has freaking, like, taught me to just press on everything constantly. Are you now gonna just, like, scold me for doing that? Oh, is she lying? Shit.
She's lying?
Why?
Possibly. She may just be excited or upset.
Could we measure her using a calming question? That has absolutely nothing to do with... I don't even know what level that is. Is that like the platinum one? I don't know. It goes with her, like, color scheme, though. Okay, well, what about your visitor? You promised to tell me about that.
Iris, I still need to know. What were you doing Sunday at 2 a.m.?
You haven't fulfilled your promise.
This is the date. I fulfilled my promise.
I told you. No info until the date is complete. Don't you get it? This date isn't over yet.
Mizuki, you're big and strong and amazing and everything. Can you summarize for me?
Unfortunately, we didn't find Renju here.
But we discovered that he was looking for Iris.
There you go.
But why?
We can think about that later.
We're about 20 steps.
Let's get going.
We're like 20 steps behind.
Yeah, you're right.
We're like 20 steps behind everyone. Really? Still not gonna... Whatever. Okay, shrine time. I feel like the date part of this is pretty much ended anyway, so... Whatever.
You okay?
It's okay. I just, missed a step there.
Obvious lies obvious. So this is the place where her mother's boyfriend was found, I presume. That's why I thought it might be, behind it, right? I sort of want to go check that out. Well, nothing resembling a joke I can find, so... You okay? What are you looking at?
A flower over there.
Flower?
You can't see it from here, can you? I know it's there because I've been to this shrine before.
Flower over... what, by the monument? Huh.
An iris.
Interesting.
More specifically, a winter iris. This is the same flower that was on display at Iris's house.
Is there significance to that? Huh. The winter iris, right?
Yeah. How did you know? It's the same kind that's at my house.
I'm psychic.
I told you about what it means, right?
Good news and hope.
Iris is also a part of the eye. And the Greek goddess of rainbows. A messenger goddess. I told you at Sunfish Pocket, right? That's why the flower means good news and hope.
Right. Sure, what are you thinking at the moment?
It's nostalgic. This place is a memorable one for me. 6 years ago, I used to come here with someone.
Someone?
I used to call him Uncle. He was a thoughtful, reliable man. I thought of him as a father. But one day, he just disappeared.
She's talking about...
Yeah.
Hitomi's lover.
Yeah. We shouldn't be the one to tell her if anyone's going to. But...
When you asked me why I became an idol, I wasn't being entirely truthful. I told you that it was because I wanted to become famous. But more specifically, it was for Uncle. I've been looking for him for 6 years, but I didn't find him anywhere. I didn't know where else to look. So instead of me finding him, I thought that he could find me instead.
You think if you became famous, he'd contact you?
Yeah.
So that is why she became an idol.
I mean, it's also been my dream since I was little. That's a part of it, too.
So why do you use the name Asa? Shouldn't you use your real name?
Oh no, I don't have to. He was the one who came up with the name Aset. He told me that if I ever became an idol, I should use that name.
Well, if we're gonna talk parallel worlds, I guess we shouldn't rule out the possibility that we could bring him back, if we're really gonna go with that.
It's called Ikume Iribiko Isachi no Mikoto, or sometimes Ikume Tenno, or Ikume no Mikoto. There are legends about this place written in the old texts. It's a shrine dedicated to the gods. The old legend goes like this. One day, Ikume Iribiko sent one of his followers, Taji Momori, on an urgent quest to find a mysterious magical fruit. A fruit called Tokijiku no Kaku. It's said that eating it will grant you immortality. After many hardships, Taji Momori was able to find the fruit. But by the time he got back, Ikume Iribiko had died. Taji Momori mourned. He handed half of the fruit to the man's wife, and he left the other half on Ikume Iribiko's grave, then died on the spot.
So much irony in that.
It is said that that fruit is still inside the shrine behind us.
Really? The fruit of immortality.
Yes.
Don't buy it, but you know.
Not interested?
No, not really. I'd rather have normality than immortality.
There's an argument for each.
Mr. Okura isn't here.
Shocking.
I mean, of course he isn't. It's not like we came here right away.
He's already taken off.
Too bad.
It looks like there are no further clues here. It appears we've wasted our time. Date, we have no time to waste. We should get moving.
We have wasted so much time. Okay, well that's probably a good place to end this episode. This should be the last one where it's only once a week, so... either way, I'm finding it really interesting. Like I said, a little fever dreamy at times. But you know, the characters are really interesting. They have dynamics you don't see very often, typically. It reminds me very distinctly of Zero Escape stuff in terms of humor and all that sort of stuff, so... yeah. At this point, if I were to take a guess as to what was going on in the background... I don't know if they're leaning so heavily into the parallel world stuff that it feels like, yeah, that's actually going to manifest. And they're leaning heavily enough into it that I feel prepared for it mentally, too. At the very least, I don't think anyone's using it in order to, like, commit a crime. At least I hope not. So, I guess we'll see. So I'll see y'all next time. Drive safely, everyone.